to Central Mosque, Mr. Sanwo-Olu. Next is Ogunsoya and Ogunsoya. Congratulations. Let's appreciate.
The Lagos State government has compensated 150 landowners whose property were acquired for public use. Presenting checks to the affected landowners in Alausa, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said the action was a fulfillment of the promise of fair compensation to citizens whose lands were acquired for the development of the state.
That connects various communities. Each of these projects reflects our vision of an inclusive growth. For example, our ongoing projects, in the hospital, which will be delivered timely, while our transportation expansion initiatives are driving efficiency and are boosting productivity across the state. Our affordable housing schemes offer security and dignity to countless families, while our public safety infrastructure ensures residents feel safe in their various communities. All of these efforts go beyond meeting immediate needs. They create the foundation for a future where every Lagosian can thrive and they can do well. Today, as we present these compensation checks to you, our esteemed beneficiaries, we acknowledge your sacrifice. We truly, really acknowledge your sacrifice. We acknowledge your contribution. We acknowledge your partnership. Your cooperation and your understanding has been invaluable. And this compensation is a symbol of our respect and appreciation of your partnership. We hope that these funds will empower you to explore new opportunities, to drive social good, to improve your economic status, and to improve the well-being of your family. I'm not supposed to say this, but really don't use it to marry another wife or acquire. Don't use it on Ashwebis. Please, don't. Don't use it on assets that would mean nothing to your life. Please use this compensation on things that will grow the value of your status in life, that will give you additional resource. I therefore urge you to use this compensation judiciously. Invest in ventures that yield long-term benefits for you and your family. Don't give it to money doublers. There's no money that doubles anywhere. Anybody tells you that they will give you 60 is a lie. Nothing happens overnight. It's only hard work and tenacious. By doing so, you will not only secure your future, but you also that of your children. And you also honor the spirit of partnership that has brought us here today. To all Lagosians who have contributed to the success of our public projects, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you. Your support and your resilience inspire our determination to continue to build a state that prioritizes welfare and development of its people. True development transcends road, it transcends bridges and terminals. It is about creating a society where every individual can thrive and benefit from a collective progress. And like we continue to say, the greatest good is for the greatest number. It's not about where Sanwo-Olu has come from. It's not about the local government that Mr. Deputy has come from. It's about ensuring that everything we do is for the collective good of our citizens. And it is the greatest good for the greatest number. Any place where we know that impact on life will be greater, will be better, are the places that we go to. As we are doing development in Ikoyi and Victoria Island so that they can pay more money, we also do development in Okokomaiko, in Agulejika, in Obele-Oniwala, in every part, in Agric-Ishawo, in all parts of Lagos, in all parts and parcels of Lagos. From next week, I want to enjoin you to take out time to join us, because we'll be doing project upon project commissioning for the whole of next week till end of the year. We'll be coming to your neighborhood, we'll be coming to your territory, we'll be coming to your area to see the usefulness and the benefits of either what we have used or what we have turned, the things we've collected from you, what we have turned into or the services or the taxes that we've earned from you, what we have turned into. So please turn on and stay tuned as we start the massive transfer and handover of project commissioning from next week. As I reaffirm our our administration's commitment to a sustainable growth and inclusivity, I assure you that we will continue to ensure the dividend of progress, it reaches every nook and cranny of our state. Together, we believe our shared vision and our common goals, we're building a legacy of empowerment and opportunity that will enrich lives and generations to come. And therefore, on your behalf, I think it's appropriate that I also thank all of the officers and men that have done this great work, from the Lands Bureau to the Surveyor General's office to our various estate management offices that have done the evaluation, because there is no matter how we do it, it's difficult to thank public officers, but I want to tell you sometimes it's a difficult job. I know that there could be bad eggs and there are bad eggs everywhere in the world, but I tell you these are part of the very best that we have. Thank you very much. I'm indeed happy.
It is an honor to address you on this occasion of presenting checks to the beneficiaries of lands acquired for overriding public purposes in Lagos State. I am proud to witness this significant step in our collective efforts to bring meaningful development to our dear state. The acquisition of land for public purposes is vital for infrastructural development, which is the backbone of any thriving society. Projects like roads, schools, and hospitals enable access to essential services, create jobs, stimulate local economies, and improve everyone's quality of life. By acquiring land to support these projects, we are not just building structures, we are laying the foundation for a stronger, more connected, and prosperous Lagos State. Today's event highlights our commitment to fairness and accountability. By compensating landowners, we recognize the sacrifices made for the greater good of our Lagos State. Your cooperation has allowed us to lay the groundwork for transformational projects that will benefit every resident of Lagos State. The opportunities created by these projects are immense. More importantly, they strengthen the fabric of our community by ensuring that everyone has access to improved infrastructure and better opportunities. Let us continue to work together to ensure that developments bring lasting benefits to our community. By embracing these opportunities and supporting each other, we can build a Lagos that thrives and flourishes for generations.
The Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Land Bureau, Ketu-Ereyun, thanked the governor and the landowners for the mutually beneficial partnership. Olowo said by acquiring these lands, the state government had been able to execute projects that fostered a more organized, efficient, and economically viable environment for all citizens.
Land is one of our most precious assets, and it plays a pivotal role in realizing our ambitious development agenda. This agenda includes projects that not only meet immediate community needs, but also enhance long-term opportunities for sustainable growth, connectivity, and economic prosperity. The lands acquired serve various strategic purposes, reflecting a forward-looking vision for our state, from the Penn Cinema Bridge in Agege to the transformative Oyingbo ultra-modern bus terminal and the Lamata projects along the Ojaba and Maryland corridors. This development signifies our stride in modernizing Lagos transport infrastructure. Similarly, the road expansion project in Orile Badagry, alongside the ongoing development in Katangwa and the relocation of Computer Village from Ikeja to the ICT Park in Abule Egba, exemplifies our commitment to improving connectivity, alleviating congestion, and supporting commercial activities. These projects are essential to Lagos' progress. By acquiring this land, the state government has been able to execute projects that foster a more organized, efficient, and economically viable environment for all citizens. These initiatives support our goals in urban renewal, transport modernization, job creation, and improved public safety, reflecting the state's commitment to holistic development and improved quality of life. We acknowledge the significant role our beneficiaries have played in bringing these projects to life. You have demonstrated understanding and cooperation by allowing the state government to use your land for the greater good, thus playing an essential role in our collective journey towards building a more livable and economically vibrant Lagos. We know that land ownership holds great value and sentimental importance, and we are here to fulfill our promise to recognize that by providing fair compensation. It is our hope that the funds you receive today will empower you and secure a future filled with opportunities and progress for you and your families. This gesture is not just about compensation. It is a reaffirmation of the Lagos State Government's commitment to supporting its citizens and ensuring that our urban and infrastructural development projects contribute meaningfully to the lives of all Lagosians. I would like to once again warmly welcome His Excellency Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to this significant occasion. His commitment to ensuring that those affected by these transformative projects are duly recognized and compensated is a testament to his visionary leadership and dedication to a Lagos that leaves no one behind. We are having over 104 beneficiaries, and the governor is presenting over 1.5 billion naira today. I thank all officials, community leaders, and stakeholders who have worked tirelessly to make this compensation process smooth and transparent. We are aware that we still have some backlogs, and more are coming in. This government is a responsive government, and this is going to be a continuous exercise. Sure, together, let us continue on this path of cooperation, progress, and shared prosperity, ensuring that our state grows not only in infrastructure, but in the well-being and happiness of all and every Lagosian.
I am very glad to be part of this history-making event, marking the fulfillment of important promises made by our amiable governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, to stakeholders who, by one way or the other, contributed to the state development through releasing of their landed properties for overriding public interest in the state. Indeed, the sacrifice made by these patriotic stakeholders is undoubtedly a hallmark of cooperation and partnership that continue to bring about massive development to our state. It underscores the trust the citizens repose in the administration of Mr. Governor to provide them with the required transformational development, which of course is always top of the agenda for Mr. Governor. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, beneficiaries, let me state clearly today that your massive contribution, commitment, and support as critical stakeholders towards our state's ambitious development is well appreciated. Indeed, you have all written your names in the history book of our darling state. And as an appreciative government, we will continue to show our gratitude to your commendable gestures. The infrastructure that other projects are built upon on these various acquired landed properties are essential to the development and progress of the state, and have fostered more efficient and economically viable environment for all residents of our dear state. Of a fact, your various contributions has translated into historical development, holistic development, and improved quality of life in Lagos State and for Lagos State residents. Ejo, ewo borowo. Bẹ̀rí iṣẹ́ wa, ewo borowo. Ìgboro ni ewo bẹ̀rí iṣẹ́ wa. It is obvious that all your sacrifices have been put to good use by the various audacious developments going around in the Lagos State today. Be rest assured that the administration of Babajide Sanwo-Olu will continue in its commitment to serve you even more than promised, as the welfare and well-being of every citizen are paramount on his agenda. On this note, let me congratulate all the beneficiaries of today's compensation by Mr. Governor, which is a true demonstration of this administration's integrity. Promise made, promise kept.
The projects are not just about infrastructure. They represent an ongoing commitment to the development of Lagos State. The land acquisition by the government affected 6 communities: Orile, Badagry, Katangura, Oyigbo Ultra Bus Terminal, Penn Cinema, Bus Terminal, Abule-Egba, and Maryland. Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, paid an on-the-spot assessment to the ongoing construction of the Lagos State Mental Health Institute Psychiatric and Rehabilitation Center, Ketu-Ereyun, Ekpe local government area. The 1,000-bed facility, sitting on about 25-hectare land, will serve as a rehabilitation center where people with mental health illness will be taken care of. It would also be a total rehabilitation home with recreational and vocational centers for total rehabilitation of people with psychiatric illness. Speaking after an inspection tour of the facilities with members of the State Executive Council and government officials, Mr. Governor said the first phase of this project, first 500 bed, should be completed by the end of next year.
Center in the entire sub-Saharan Africa again. So the phase 1 of it is a 500-bed health facility, and you have seen that all the structures for phase 1 are out, which will include, the 500-bed accommodation in different sizes. It will include consultation rooms, dormitories, dining rooms, kitchen, residence for the health facility, all forms of, recreational activity, so it's a massive institute which is sitting on about 25 hectares of land, right? So it will be an end-to-end, psychiatric center. We believe that this aspect of health delivery is equally important. We believe that we have seen enough health challenges in terms of mental health issues, and we need to, make a classic case, of this and make sure that it's first in class, the best that people can come in, come for psychotherapy, psycho-rehabilitation, and get well in a serene and in a very decent environment. The phase 2 of it will be additional, accommodation for patients who needs, the services here, and, who needs rehabilitation centers and rest of it, which will be in the same premises. And we're targeting by this time next year to also complete this project. This project, it's about 50% done, and we believe that in the next 12 months, they can bring it to completion. I'm impressed with the amount of work that the contractor, Mrs. Formwork, put into this. Like I said, all the structures are out, all of them, and they are all bungalows, and it's because of the type of institute that it is. It's typical. They don't do multi-level floors because of the patients that will come in, and because of the specialized kind of rehabilitation that needs to happen. So all the structures are pretty much bungalow buildings, and all of them are out. So what you will see in a couple of months is we'll be finishing and landscaping, and to bring all the equipment in to ensure that by the last quarter next year, this place should begin to take in patients and begin to be, first-in-class psychiatric, institute. So once again, thank you very much. We also want to commend and thank the Ministry of Health, who are the project owners, and Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, who are also the project supervisors, and also to thank Mrs. Formwork Limited, who are the
contractors and the builder into this project, and really to thank you, gentlemen of the press.
The governor stated that the 500-bed accommodation hospital, with facilities that include consultation rooms, among others, will address mental-related issues in patients and will address the challenges of drug abuse victims in the state, as well as provide psychosocial support to residents.